Phrases you didn't know were fatphobic. Oh, this is going to be so good and so absolutely terrible. The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised. What's going on, fam? It's your boy Papa Swolio back with some more nuts on yo chin. Thank you for being here. Smash that subscribe button and check the description box below the sick fucking gains. I have the best box in the world, and subscribe to the brand new channel, the Papa Swolio channel, for some more red, white, and swole. Trust me, you're gonna love it. Link down below in the description and also in the related channels. Cheers, fam. Are we ready? Phases you didn't know were fatphobic. I have not looked through these yet, so it's probably just as bad as you think it's going to be. So let's wade through this shit pile together, shall we? Here we go. Phrases you didn't know were fatphobic. Let's be real. We've all heard at least some, if not all, of these before. Fatphobia lives and breathes in so much of our daily conversation. No, it doesn't. In these people's conversation, because they don't fucking shut up about it. Which other fatphobic phrases are you tired of hearing? I'm tired of hearing the phrase fatphobic. I'm tired of seeing these posts, but let's tear it apart. Come on, this is the fun stuff. This is the fun stuff. Enjoy. Here we go. You're so brave. You're so brave. Did you know that the phrase, you're so brave, is fatphobic? I'll wait. Drop a comment. Oh, it's happening again. My brain cells are saying, fuck this. It's like swallowing castor oil or something. I have to like wash it down. Good Lord. You're so brave. You probably think this video's about you, don't you? Don't you? Like that throwback. Although it's still not common to see fat bodies living loud and unapologetically in our thin first world. Jesus Christ. This implies there's a reason we shouldn't show off our bodies or be proud of them. No one should be considered brave for simply existing in their fat body. Okay, this is calling a phrase fatphobic that's created around fat people trying to justify being really fat and pushing fat positivity. Oh my God, you see how many layers this goes down? Can we make it through these posts? There's like a few of them. Shit. No one should be considered brave for simply existing in their fat body. I agree. So you have people that are trying to be called brave. You're so brave for being a fat positive model, for posting your roles on Instagram. And then these people are saying you're so brave is fatphobic. So for them saying it, or for people commenting on fat positive people's modeling, for example, saying that they're brave, this person is saying, no, that's fatphobic. You see how these social justice warriors, nothing is good enough. You can't even tell someone you're so brave, go, be fat, be proud. By calling that person brave, that's fatphobic. Oh my God. You are so damned if you do, so damned if you don't. You cannot win. Just don't even try. Don't even try. This is worse than the vid. This is a worse virus. Fat bodies living loud. They're only loud on Twitter and Instagram. Loud. They're not living fast. They're not living long, that's for sure. Unapologetically in our thin first world. We have a thin first world. People. Aren't the majority of people almost in this country, it's almost a majority, it's like 40% are overweight and obese. It's almost a majority. What are you talking about? Once you're the majority, once all the fat people are the majority, you're gonna have to stop playing the victim card for that. You realize that. You better pivot before your marketing strategy has to change. This implies there's a reason we shouldn't show off our bodies. You could be proud of whatever you want. You could be proud of your diabetes. Like, what do you think this is? What are you being proud of? Being proud of not doing anything for your health? Just trashing yourself? Quote, that's so flattering on you. So if you use that phrase, if someone that you know puts an outfit on and they look great and you're like, that's so flattering on you, you look great, that looks great on you, that means you look good. Because we all know there are things that I could wear that look horrendous, like loafers. They don't look good, like the pointy toes, like the Miami alligator snakeskin loafers or something. That's not gonna play well with Papa Swolio. So that's not flattering on me. In other words, it doesn't look good. Some things look good and some things don't, and that's subjective. But this person is saying, that's so flattering on you. When you say that is usually code. Ooh, code, the enigma. Edward Nigma, the Riddler. I'm sorry, what were we talking about? Is usually code for something that makes you appear slimmer. Ooh, you're making assumptions, aren't you? The goal of getting dressed should be about expression, not to appear smaller and to fit society's outdated thin ideal. Bullshit. That's so flattering on you means you look good. Tess Holliday thought she looked good in a strawberry dress. A lot of people disagreed, some people agreed. So what? That's opinion. Flattering has nothing to do with, oh, this is because you look thin. Be like, that looks great on you. Maybe it just fits their skin tone. But you can't talk about skin tone. That color matches your skin tone because you know how everything's, when you start talking about skin, you're gonna, too soon. You have such a pretty face. You can't even tell someone that they have a pretty fucking face anymore. You have such a pretty face. Maybe they do. Why can't you compliment someone on their face? You have to say, I love your face and your fat body. This suggests a person's face is their only redeeming or acceptable physical quality. That's not true. You know how many butter faces are out there? You know how many girls are just so attractive, but their face is jacked up? But here's the thing, beauty and attraction, you see a lot of people that you would never want to be with, or you're not attracted to, that is with someone else, but they think they're attractive, which is great. You don't want everyone to be attracted to the same exact person. A lot of competition. There's someone for everyone. There's 7.5 billion people on this planet. So if you tell someone, oh, you have really nice hands, does that mean that their forearms are disgusting? You're insulting my forearms. You can't reverse this statement. That means any kind of compliment, anything you would say nice, the opposite is what you're really thinking. So if I say, you're an awesome person. Well, what about my mom? You don't like my mom? Whoa, what are you talking about? I said, you're nice. Well, you didn't mention my mom. Like, do I have to mention everyone that I've ever met? I'm talking about you. You know what I'm saying? You tell someone you have such a pretty face. Maybe they have pretty shoulders too. Maybe they have a pretty ball sack. Like, you're complimenting someone, fine. It's about that. You can't say that because someone said A, that means they think B. That's not true. They said A, so it's about A. So here's the other thing. You say, wow, you look really good. Your body looks amazing. Your face looks amazing. Then all of a sudden this person's gonna go to HR and complain about harassment. Oh my God, they're sexualizing me. They're sexualizing me. You took my cookie away, mommy. Shut the fuck up, stop whining. You carry yourself well. I don't know who says this term anymore. You kind of see this maybe in the NFL when you have a 450-pound lineman. It's like, hey, he carries himself well, Bob. He sure does, Terry. Well, you carry yourself well. Well, maybe you do. If you have a lot more human on you, you got to carry a lot more. I'm carrying around a lot of muscle mass. A lot of people are carrying around a lot of extra weight. You're carrying it around technically. It's a phrase. If you got more human on you, you're carrying around more mass. It's just a phrase. Get over it. You carry yourself well. I'm not sure who says this to other people, but that's a compliment. Again, it's a compliment. This all too common saying, it's all too common because it's all too common to be obese in this country. If you didn't have so many people that trash their health, it wouldn't be all too common. All right? Okay. This all too common saying reinforces the negative stereotype. That's subjective. A stereotype is not positive or negative. It's a stereotype. It is what it is. It's a generalization. It's not always true, but it might be true enough to the point where you can generalize, but it's not accurate, which is why you can't depend on stereotypes to talk about an entire race of people or entire, population of people, because there are always anomalies. It's not everyone's the same. All right? And stereotype can maybe be for 20%, but it's not for the rest of them, but it's just blown out of proportion, for example. So stereotypes might be true in some cases, but in many or most cases or some cases, it's not. So that's what a stereotype means. Like literally, a stereotype doesn't mean everything. It's a generalization. So if you understand that it's a stereotype and you talk about it with the right context, it's like, plus positive and negative is subjective. These people are playing word games, which is why it's important to understand you can play this game with all these words. Depends how you chop it up. The negative stereotype that people who are plus size are also lazy, sloppy, and not well kept. That's context. I mean, you say you carry yourself well. That might just mean physically they walk around. If you are obese, AKA plus size, you might be lazy. You might be sloppy. This has nothing, you carry yourself well. No one said you're sloppy. Do you feel sloppy? Do you have some Dorito crumbs on your shirt from when you fell asleep watching Netflix on the couch last night? Maybe you're not well kept. This has nothing to do with it. You're just getting offended or you're trying to find things to take offense Two, you're trying to create more carousels to make it seem like, oh, there's so many things are fatphobic. This is nonsense. You could say you carry yourself well to anyone, okay? You could be a really skinny person that plays basketball and wow, he has really good coordination. You carry yourself well. Doesn't have to be with overweight stuff, okay? But if you're overweight and obese, you got a lot more to carry. It's just a fact. Quote, last one, I promise. I'm so bad for eating this. Not only is this phrase incredibly triggering, ooh, but it also feeds into a harmful narrative created by diet culture that teaches good versus bad foods. No one should feel embarrassed or guilty for eating sugar, carbs, etc. Same thing, sugar are carbs, but okay. Food is essential to live, and there's no reason to fear that. So you're playing some more bullshit, okay? Just because you need food to survive, you're justifying eating as much as you want, any kind you want. If you can put it in your mouth, if you can fuck your face with it, it's good to go. So that's the argument. This is more justification for just being obese. All this crap is just trying to find and cherry pick, twist language to justify not changing. So it's incredibly triggering. Why? To whom? Who is this triggering? Is it triggering you? Why is it triggering you? Because you don't like it? Okay, that's you. The phrase is not triggering at all. You are getting triggered. You are taking offense. I'm so bad for eating this. Okay, I never think that at all. Why are you thinking that? I'm so bad for eating this. Well, maybe you should think about why the fuck are you eating what you're doing? You're probably addicted to food. It's probably not helping you and you know it. Instead, you're gonna live in denial and, oh, I'm so bad for eating this. Then why the fuck are you eating this? Hating on yourself because you're not disciplined, because you didn't set good habits, because you're more addicted than you thought, because you're not eating real food. And you can argue back and forth. You want to cheat, you want to slack, you want to do whatever, that's up to you. The point is, there are better foods, good foods technically, and there are bad foods for the individual. You have to figure out which foods work best for you. And drinking tons and tons of sugar and eating tons and tons of bread and nonsense is really not good for most people. But you grow up eating all these cereals and all this shit fucking food, and you don't know any better. Your body, your gut biome doesn't know any better. These are just habits ingrained since your birth. So no wonder you have these affinities to these things. You grew up on them. Okay? So it's hard to unlearn. It's hard to reset your operating system to think about food much differently and realize that just like mainstream media, you are fucking scammed and lied to about nutrition all the time. That's why I promote the elimination process, so you can individualize your nutrition and stop thinking about foods that are good or bad and start thinking about foods that are for you and foods that don't work for you. It's so simple. Stop trying to look for all these justifications to be fat and to be fucking lazy. It's exhausting. It's disheartening to know that people are this fucking lazy and this out of touch with reality that they're just trying to manipulate words to justify their lack of action. Don't hurt me. They're playing the victim. They are just being defensive and taking offense, getting triggered on purpose because then they have something to complain about. Get a hobby. Find a passion. Actually contribute to society rather than complaining about one of the best fucking countries and societies in the world in which to live. Seriously, facts. That's why everyone wants to fucking come here. What are your thoughts, fam? Drop a comment down below. I want to hear what you have to say. And remember, if you want to check out the brand new channel, Red, White, and Swole with Papa Swolio over on the Papa Swolio channel, check the related channels and the description. Also in the description, we got Swolenormous apparel. We got brand new releases, so check that out. Learn more about joining the Swole fam over at swolenormousx.com. We got full programs. You got private content over in Swole TV. You have a full yoga studio, full meditation center, so hundreds of yoga and mobility classes over there at swolenormousx.com. So all that stuff down below. Best box in the game, fam. Best box in the motherfucking game. And I'll see you real soon for some more nuts on yo chin. Peace the fuck out.
You know, the first time people taste some peppermint tip, they get some real good horn, they tell themselves, ooh, I'm so bad for eating this. It's so long and sugary and minty. Ooh, it's so sweet and so tender. Do you love it? Do you love it? Yeah, you like that? Yeah, you like that? I know you do. I know you do. Come and get some tip. Come and get some peppermint tip. Motherfucker, get some titties. Get some titties.
We stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real emo, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real emo. I said stay woke, real emo. Stay woke, real emo. I said stay woke, real emo. y'all a bunch of clowns. You will not get a laugh out of me. You can talk, but you can't denounce. I live a different theology. Why I transferred to a new account? You just fucked over a prodigy. Posted up with a running crown.
You are the king and apology.
You about to see a new side of me. I hope you know. We stand up and watch our enemy go.